What's up, everyone? How are we doing today? Episode 40, big 4-0. Chugging away, goals 100. We'll see what we can get here. But today we're talking about equipment. So I'm down in the basement here, and it's kind of a mess. It's kind of dark, but you can see the gym set up on a bench press right here. Some stuff back behind us. Or behind that wall, I didn't show you. The point is, I get a lot of questions about what should I buy? How do you make decisions for equipment in the gym? And if you only have such, a given budget, how do you decide what's the best piece of equipment for you? And those are all totally fair questions. Now, one thing you want to consider whenever buying anything, and before I dive into what I think is good equipment, always consider that it's not just the cost of the equipment that's important, but it's the cost of the equipment combined with what you could have bought with that money otherwise. So that sounds really stupid. I don't have a good way to describe it, but let me explain it. I have a piece of equipment down there that's a Titan, it's that rear foot elevated split squat thing. So it's like a little stand I put my back foot on. And I looked at a lot of different pieces of equipment for that, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted. And I ended up getting the Titan one, even though it's a little cheaper, and it was the cheapest, and it's not like the most heavy-duty piece of equipment. The other ones were like $400, $500. This thing was like 98 bucks or something. So in my mind, I not only evaluated, is it $400 worth it or is $98 worth it? But if I were to spend $400 in all, what could I buy? So if I was going to spend $90 and, save 300 bucks basically by getting, I keep pointing over there, it's over there, my Titan rear foot elevated split squat stand, I then thought, well, now I can get, a seated calf raise, or I can get a seated ankle dorsiflexion machine, or for 200 bucks I can get a new barbell, maybe used on Marketplace, some weights, whatever it can be. There's a lot of things I can get with it. And so when I look at equipment, I look at my centerpiece of equipment, that is the rack. I want this thing that I have to be my highest quality piece of equipment. I have a really nice powerlifting half rack, and I beat the crap out of it. Why do I have something that's super high quality for my power rack? Well, if I am going to be lifting the heaviest weights on that rack, I want to have that to not only be durable, but safe, right? That's really important for me. I want my equipment to be safe, sturdy. If I'm going to be lifting myself, or maybe some of my friend might be down, whatever it might be, my wife is down here, I want the thing that we're lifting on heavy to be as safe and sturdy as possible. So I will have the budget maybe expand a little bit to take that into consideration. But we also have a back extension right here. If I can show y'all. This little rinky-dink thing I bought off of, play cameraman, or weatherman. That thing right there, I bought off of Facebook Marketplace for like 70 bucks. And it is not high quality. It is fairly low quality. But it works as a back extension. I don't do heavy loaded back extensions. I'm not going to do anything that's going to be very, risky on that machine. So when I weigh what is a good quality piece of equipment, it's relative to how much load I'm going to be doing on it, the safety of it, and then in turn, what could I buy with the money otherwise? And so first and foremost, it has to pass my qualityness, good enough ability, but also, it has to be able to be within a price point that makes sense. But on top of that, another thing you should consider if you do have a home gym is not only the footprint, because people talk about that, how much space does it take, but how light is it? How portable is it? The nice thing about some of these cheaper pieces of equipment is that they are super light. Why is that cool? Well, I can make more out of it. So like my single leg squat stand down there, or my rear foot elevated stand I mentioned earlier, I put that in my car and I take it with me and I can go in the field and use it. Now on top of that, I also have a trap bar, one of the smaller ones actually. It's not very long, but I can put it in the back seat of my car. So if I want to go work out outside, might end up buying a new trap bar, and I'll just leave that in my trunk of my car so I can go take it. And if I go to the field, I have some, a trap bar I can do jumps with. I can put some light not dumbbells, but light plate weight back there, maybe 25 pounds, and I can just take it to the field and have some fun. So the point is, I'm now looking at equipment beyond just its sole purpose in the kind of static gym environment, but how it's actually going to be used to make me enjoy, or help me enjoy training more. So there's lots of different things that you can think of. I bought these stands here. These things, I actually bought them off of like Walmart or something. And I got them because I can take them outside. I got a nice enough backyard. These things are actually pretty light, and this bar is not very high quality. But if I'm taking that bar outside and I'm taking this outside, I'm not going to be doing heavy lifts with it or anything of that nature. So I don't need the nicest of bars. And if I really, really want a nicer bar, I guess I'll just go buy one for that sake. But if I'm using it for whatever purpose it is supposed to be used for, and it's not the purpose of lifting heavy weight, well, I'm not going to. It came with some plate weights I bought off of like Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm not going to be super concerned, but now there might be a time where I do want a new bar, a heavier bar, and I might have to buy that. And if I'm lifting heavy weight with it, then I want a nice bar. I want one that actually, like the one I lift with over here where we do heavy weights with, it's a very nice bar. I have a really nice safety bar I like. So the point is, I buy equipment and get equipment based on, obviously, number one, it's safety. But it's safety relative to what's going to be loaded against too, right? I'm not going to be, what is safe is relative to what you do with it. You know, it's, if you're using the little glute ham raise I have here to just, you know, do whatever, it's not going to be very dangerous. Now, if I use it to, you know, put bar on my back and lift something really heavy, it probably will be a little more unsafe. But when it comes to heavy lifting and the squat rack and things I'm going to be loading heavy, I want that to be safe. Number two is obviously the price and the price difference between the highest caliber and the one that I can accept, and then what I can do potentially with that money in between, assuming that was within my budget. And then number three, you know, people talk about the footprint, but today I kind of reference the portability. Can I move it, take it, use it, and so it can make my training more enjoyable. So just wanted to share that with you all today. A little bit of a discussion around some training equipment, something a little bit different. And I'm happy to talk about these individual pieces. If you guys got questions, let me know. I hope you enjoy. And if you guys enjoy these talks, feel free to subscribe, follow along. I appreciate you all listening as always. So take care and enjoy.